him too.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43.
He was done for.
Lynch running the counter. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44.
So what you do, like, cause I know you work around your spot, but like when you not in the house, like what you go to a little office or something you be in?
Back in the 80s with Charles Davis coming up from the secondary to make the tackle.
Oh, okay.
You mean my teammates doing that, right? Because they would tell you, my coach would say, where's that tape? I want to see that. But how about the complete package there? Not just playing the pass, but being a willing tackler and making a really nice play. That didn't appear to be a run.
What's the rent there? Well, how much is the rent there? Not your rent. I'm just saying, like, how much is they rent? Oh my God! I would live and die for that out here.
Pressure comes and Wilson's gonna go down.
And what is it? An apartment?
Hey, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense gonna go for this on the.
Hold on, I can't see. Is it 4th down? Yep.
Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside in this 1st quarter. On 4th down, ready to punt.
Oh my God!
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is
well, I ain't gonna lie, nigga. You know what? You want to know what $450 to get you out here, Wilds? Nothing. Nothing. You won't even be able to look at nothing. You can't even rent a room for $400. Between 14 and 15. Yeah, so you know, $400 is like, that's a lot out there compared to what y'all make in a month. So you like, nigga, $400, nigga, for rent is a lot.
A shotgun snap for Tannehill.
Out there, you feel what I'm saying? Compared to what y'all making. So yeah.
He'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Tannehill.
Right. Ooh.
Intercepted on the sideline.
Ooh.
They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the gun, here's Tannehill. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And he is going to bring us back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line.
Shit, I'm the fucking head baker at this fucking bakery called well, it's out here. You probably heard of it. Out a Smirk is called Lady Fingers.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll run with Marshawn Lynch.
Yeah, I'm the baker there, so I get to work at like 12 o'clock and I start prepping the shit, blah, 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 blah. I love my job. I ain't know, I love my job. It's so chill. Cause I be in there to the neck.
He'll buy some time right. And he's got it. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown. As his guys are able to strike first.
I be in there bumping music. Hell yeah, nigga, 12 o'clock in the morning, nigga, ain't nobody in there. It's just me. Cause they used to have another baker, used to be 2, but like, you know, I didn't really need that motherfucker. I was like, I don't really use them. I'm like, there's no point in keeping them. But so they switched them to the daytime baker.
The Titans offense set
so yeah, it's like I don't need him here with me in the morning. I'm like, I'm good by myself.
So now 7-0 the score.
Yeah, so I like go in there and I start baking. Like I bake the cakes and I frost them, right? Like the first batch of cakes, like I bake them, frost them, cut them, do all that shit to about 40, 50 cakes, but they hella different types. And then, you know, that's for that time. And then around like most of them bitches don't get sold out anyway, so I might slice pieces, because some of those cakes I don't leave them whole. I slice them into slices, you know, pies and all that other shit, bake the cookies, And then I do that for the morning time, basically. And then it's another motherfucker that used to be in there with me. He come in and he do the other shit, like if they run out. Like if a motherfucker need a carrot cake or something, and they run, they don't got no more carrot cakes, you feel me? He'll make the, you know, he'll go back there and make one.
Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to
that's what I went to school for, though.
Great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football.
I learned I wanted to do edibles. Like I'm infusing this shit with marijuana. Slowly but surely. I'm gonna start me up a little business.
After 1-7-0.
You know, I be selling suckers and shit, like on the low, like, you know, hand to mouth and shit, like my shit getting out there. Like I take like shit with me when I be on the road moving around, and I be selling that shit as I'm moving.
Third down here.
My highest selling edible that I make is cheesecake, though. That's the one that sell the most. I tell my friend, you gotta order that shit, like you gotta give me a week in advance. You can't just be like, I want a cheesecake and then expect me to make it like right then and there. That ain't gonna never happen.
Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact,
it's probably coming through the broadcast. You probably hearing it through your TV. I gotta turn that shit off. Hold on. No. It's probably the way my broadcast is set up. You can probably hear me through it. There it goes. It's gonna cut off. You shouldn't hear it again.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
That's because you hear me and then you hear it coming through the broadcast.
7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock?
I'm not.
We just got good ball control.
It should.
This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the offense.
What did you say, Wild?
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive.
Damn, this right stick broke. Okay, there you go. Now it's straight. I'm going to definitely get another controller today.
Wilson escaping the pressure right. And
both of my controllers is broke, right? On one of them, the right stick broke, and on the other one, the left stick broke. I'm using the one with the broken right stick, though. That way I can at least be able to move and function right. I just gotta watch the way I hit the hit stick button and shit.
In the AFC, but you look ahead to the playoffs getting started on January 4th. Who do you see as their main competitor for that Lamar Hunt trophy?
Well, tradition and us not wanting to be wrong dictates that we say New England next, and rightly so because of the number of Lombardi trophies they've won.
It's supposed to always do that shit
this time of year. But the bottom line to me is the prime contenders right now for Baltimore, Kansas City. Patrick Mahomes has got it together. The defense is playing better.
Come on, stupid stick. That's why he keeps doing that.
When they
Stop.
beat Pittsburgh in Pittsburgh on a Sunday night in Week 15.
Wilson.
Oh, you dropped it. Good defense, Wild. Oh, it's 4th and inches?
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special
I don't give a fuck if I get it or not. I'm going.
I
don't give a fuck. I was going for that. I could have did a way different play than that, though.
It ended up losing yardage. So just shy of midfield, they tried it, didn't work out. What did you think?
I thought that they should have punted the ball away. Should have gotten rid of it and played defense with better field position. Look, I'm as aggressive as anyone.
Well, it's a perfect team for them too, nigga, because that nigga Derrick Henry, he be moving. At least I know. Bobby Wagner don't tackle that nigga.
The explanation is this coach, he may want to be up here in the booth with us. We may have a 3-man booth starting next week if he keeps up with those decisions.
That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
Good way to hold that big son, bitch.
Nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Derrick Henry, and he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
On the double. Mike, 49. 65.
Now Tannehill. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on fourth down to bring up first and goal. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
That run. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. Second and goal from the 1. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And the avenue collapsed for him as he's going to be held up short of the goal line. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Tannehill now to throw. So they opted to pass for it on third and goal. Let's see what they do on fourth and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on fourth and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator...
Hey, Wiles, you from a little town in Texas, or you from like a big city? Or you from like one of those little-ass towns that got like 400-500 people in it?
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And on that last drive... went for it on fourth, turned it over.
How many people from your city?
So they held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better.
Oh, that ain't a lot of motherfuckers at all, though. God damn. Everybody know everybody.
I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it...
Okay, see, that's more realistic. That nigga said 35 people. That's like a continuation school up.
I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
See, I want to move to a little-ass town, you know what I'm saying? A good football community, you know, where everybody know everybody, with the white people. Nah, see, you can't, we can't, I can't.
Throw on third down. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
That nigga said we had a bad game. We played a big team. Them niggas was big, huh?
The Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
They was throwing your little white ass around, huh?
On 2nd and 9, Wilson, and an alley to run. The rushing numbers for Wilson, maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still at 3.
This exact was trash. Damn.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. He'll take his shot for the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something
What
that's
the fuck is that?
that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw, I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops.
Oh, that was that. I'm like, what the fuck?
That can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Oh, no, I wasn't talking about you. I'm talking about whatever the fuck that was just playing in my house. My niece left her iPad here, and I guess one of her friends was calling it. And it started playing some old motherfucking, some damn song. I'm like, what the fuck is this? Oh,
And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game. They still find themselves
them Bills, dog.
This drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have
that was me. I mistimed it.
7 yards to pick up.
That was all me.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. Second and 3.
Nigga.
This won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. They'll fake it. Now Tannehill.
Give it to him.
For Brown, and it's intercepted. Shaquille
Mike don't be grabbing that shit.
Shop at the 32-yard line.
Nigga said, hell no.
First possession of the third
Nigga, why he ain't jump die? That nigga hella funny. Yeah, I'm surprised you threw that bitch at me too.
And running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud.
Oh, good shit.
For the Seattle touchdown.
You're right, they said juke.
His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
But you still got to pay for your trip, though, Smirk.
They trail 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30.
Yeah, you gotta buy hella shit. That trip expensive. It might not be expensive getting there, but when you get there.
Here's Tannehill. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jadeveon Clowney able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
That's his 2nd sack of the game. And the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. Tennessee getting the first down on a big play of 18 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Tannehill. And this one caught by Delaney Walker. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is. was, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. 2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Here's Tannehill. Now he'll let this one go. Deep left sideline.
Out of bounds. Okay, good shit.
Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now it's Tannehill. He may try and run for this. And now he lost the football.
Good shit. Good shit, Wild. It's good fucking shit.
About a yard or two short.
Nigga, he got smacked. He got hit by Bobby Wagner, though. He didn't get smacked. I ain't gonna lie and be like, oh, he got smacked. He got hit, though.
Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
I was there. Ain't no way in hell he held that. Come on. I'm all over that. Look at me. I was all over that.
On the offense with a 1st and 10, and he's 6 of 7 now on this drive. They run on 1st.
Me and this nigga Crip was talking about defensive abilities and shit, and he was telling me which one he felt like his favorite was. I was like, if I can choose any defensive ability, I'm putting secure tackle on all my niggas.
Throw on 2nd and 6. Tannehill.
That's just me personally. He was like, I would put enforcer. I'm like, yeah, that go. But I'm like, I'll take secure tackle over enforcer because you can always miss a hit stick.
Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's Titan football here as they trail to begin the 4th quarter. The Titans on 3rd down. Just one conversion in 8 tries. Not good. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Here's the game ratings.
To throw is Tannehill. The
Who is
open
that?
man is Smith. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 15-yard line.
61, match box, light. Hey, Haywood.
From the red zone now, Tannehill. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes
Good
down
shit, Clowney.
just inside the 20 at the 19. Jadeveon Clowney picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far, but 2nd and 13 here. A 2nd down run with Lewis.
And just because you don't pay with it don't mean shit.
End zone for a Tennessee touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown run as his guys are back within a single score.
That nigga don't pay rent. He the maintenance man. I'm telling you, that nigga don't pay no rent. They be like, nah, man, you good, you good. They be like, you good, you good. You gonna fix that toilet over there in B17, you know, right? Right. Nigga don't pay no rent. Shit, you living a lavish life.
This is fielded a couple yards.
I think only one person. Oh, Alabama in here? I'm about to say, I don't think nobody open. But Bama in here, he open.
Yard line.
Shit much, you know, cooling. I'm about to turn this motherfucker off.